Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's Echo Stretch. In this video I do have some great news if you're into GTA 5 menus. Our Food X Mods did finish up his GTA 5 Scorpion menu for the PS4 with the main features of two-player mode. Now I know a lot of people have been waiting for that. Well, it is here now and we will certainly get into it. The weapons editor, handling editor, as well as the clouds management. Now it supports version 1.00, 1.38, 1.46, and 1.48. Now he does have a link on his Twitter, so I will definitely leave a link for that, and you can check him out on Twitter as well. Now this isn't a payload; it's a plugin. So once you do launch Gold Hen and then go ahead and launch the game, it will automatically launch the plugin. But we'll certainly get into that. So the first step, what we want to do is go ahead and download it. Okay, so once you do get it downloaded, it is a compressed file. Just go ahead and extract it and you can open up your folder. You will see the 4 versions there. Each version does support the European as well as the US version. But yeah, once you do have that done, we can go ahead and jump over to the PS4. Okay, so once we are over to the PS4, we can go ahead and launch our favorite host. We want to load the latest version of Gold Hen. Currently it is the 2.4 beta 16.2. But once you do have it loaded up, you can go ahead and minimize that. We'll go over to GTA. We just want to take note of the title ID and the version. Title ID is the CUSA 00419, and the version is the latest, which is 1.48. From there, we'll go ahead and jump up to our settings. We're going to go into the Gold Hen options, server settings, and enable our FTP. We want to take note of the IP address as well as the port, but once that is done, we can go ahead and jump back over to the computer. Okay, so once we're over to the computer, we'll go ahead and open up FileZilla. We'll go ahead and type in our PS4 IP, which is 10.0.0.235. Type in the port, which was 2121. Go ahead and hit connect. Hit OK. And we'll jump into the data folder, Gold Hen folder, and then the plugins folder. And we'll go ahead and just copy over the file that has the same version as us, which is the 1.48. So we'll bring that over. And then we'll just back up a folder. Now you should have a plugins file here. If you don't, it's just a plugins.ini. Go ahead and make one. I have one pre-made here that I will leave a link for you. But just go ahead and hit edit on it. And if we open it up, you can see that I do have the US version as well as the European. You don't need both, but for the video, I do have both in. I like having the equals true at the end. This is, instead of having to delete it, I can just take out the true and put false, and it won't load anymore. Just makes things a lot easier if that's the way you want to go. So we'll go ahead and close that out, then we won't save those changes. And we'll just bring over the plugins file here. And once it's there, we are set to go. That's all that's required for it to load each time you load GTA. So we'll go ahead and jump back over to the PS4 and get GTA loaded up. Okay, so now that we're back over to the PS4, we'll go ahead and launch the GTA. And we should get a message that the menu has been loaded. So just give it a few moments and confirm that you do have that. Okay, there we go. Scorpion menu version 1.00. Coded by our Food X Mods. So we'll give it a few minutes here to load up into the game, as it does take a little bit. Okay, so once we are onto the PS4, we can go ahead and open up the menu with left on the D-pad and X. And we'll go into the fun options first, because I know this is what everybody wants to see. Go ahead and load up 2-player mode. Okay, and there's our second player there. He is in a SWAT suit. You can change it to whichever you prefer. There's a clown. And so on. For the video though, we'll just go ahead and keep it there. That's fine. You can change his name. I just have him as Echo Teen, which works for me, but you're welcome to change it to whichever you want. The key thing is to go down to controllers. Now, if you go ahead and refresh, as you can see, I'm only seeing one controller. So we'll need to go ahead and open up the other controller. Go ahead and select the profile for it. Now you can select guest. I believe it will work as well. I ended up creating an account with Echo Teen, and we'll go ahead and hit refresh on our controller list, and you should see it there now. Go ahead and select it, and we should be able to move with the controller. Now I should mention that it is inverted, which is a little tricky to walk if you're not used to it. But yeah, once you do get used to it there, you can move it around. So we'll go ahead and jump into the car here. You can get him to drive. I found that if you jump in the car at the same time, it works a lot better. So if you go ahead and hit triangle on both controllers, and for this time I think he wants to throw me out. Okay, we'll go ahead and see if I can jump into the other seat there. It's finicky. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't throw you out, and sometimes you're good to go. But sometimes it just wants to throw you out. So it's just something you got to play around with. The invert part is the trickiest part. So, but once you get that under control, you're good to go. Okay, we'll get him in the car and we'll start driving. And he doesn't throw me out now. So we're good. But yeah, guys, that's basically the video. There's a ton of options in the menu here. You can go through vehicle spawners, self options, weapon management, world options. You got your teleportation options that I know everybody likes, just to teleport around. But yeah, certainly go ahead and check it out. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and share the video as much as you can. And if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as it helps out the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.